Merci au Comité olympique canadien.
Canada's sport minister says the ultimate goal is to make sports organizations safer for athletes.
We shouldn't be afraid of what athletes have to say, because every time that something comes out, it's an opportunity to make changes and to be better.
In recent months, more than 1,000 athletes have signed open letters calling for independent investigations into their sports.
Athletes feel unheard and unseen. And so even as a starting point, being asked what our experiences are, what our perspectives are, what our ideas are for change is critically important.
Starting next April, sports organizations will have to follow a new set of standards and requirements to get federal funding.
We're going to have to become more creative about what can Sport Canada use to measure sports shifting their culture to a culture more focused first on the athlete's safety and well-being.
Canada's first ever Sport Integrity Commissioner is Sarah-Ève Pelletier, a lawyer and former artistic swimmer. She starts work in just over a week when her independent office will receive and investigate complaints from athletes.
We're building something from scratch.
It's great that we're finally at a point where we can at least start putting some safeguards and protections in place.
Erin Wilson, formerly of the National Artistic Swimming Team, has spoken out about abuse she says she suffered from her coach. Constant shaming about her weight, to the point that she developed a serious eating disorder. She was also diagnosed with anxiety, depression, and PTSD. She says she's glad to see what happened today, but says there's still work ahead.
The most obvious, I think, education for all stakeholders. I think athletes need to know what their rights are and their responsibilities, but I think NSOs and coaches need to know what their roles and responsibilities are.
The minister acknowledged that even with these new measures, there's still a long way to the finish line. Valeria Cori-Manocchio, CBC News, Montreal.